Welcome guys. In this video I'm going to be explaining how my week went from Monday to Friday, and it has really been a very hectic week. Personally, like in my personal life. So I wasn't really active trading wise. So I missed about 2 trades for the week. 2 trades that would have actually made me money because they both hit TP. When we remove, I still ended up in profit for the week. So let me explain everything that went on, starting with Monday, 23rd of February 2026. Okay, so coming into this week, at the back of my profitable week last week, I was very optimistic and it still worked well in my favor. But Monday was quite a strange one because I don't really know what happened in this trade. Let me see if I can show you the analysis and what I did, because even now I'm still confused on whether my analysis was right or wrong, but I still think I did it wrongly. Where's my there's this path tool I usually use to explain. Okay, yeah, I've seen it. Okay, so now heading into Monday, market was looking very much bearish, but as at the time of 2:30 UTC plus 1, it started making a series of internal change of character before making bullish breakup structures. So I was thinking, okay, it seems like price was going to continue the bullish trend, but that was why I entered this buy, and then it ended up hitting my stop loss. I didn't really know that, okay, these were just internal structures going on, because this was, let me remove this, because this was the range we are dealing with. Okay, so this was the range we are dealing with. This was the high. This was the high, and then sorry. Let me see if we see it. Okay, yeah, this was the high and this was the low. So anything happening within this structure before my time, I wasn't supposed to look at it because it was on a downtrend. So as I was seeing this continuous higher highs and higher lows forming inside the range, I was thinking, okay, it's ready to be bullish, and at this point it was going to just break here and keep on going up. But the market showed me that it was not yet bullish, so still very much bearish. So as it got to this sort of demand zone here inside the range, it started selling off from there. So as it got to my first quarter point, I should have looked for a sell instead, placed my stop loss here, my TP at the next quarter point below it. But we learn every day. So on Tuesday, market was making, okay, let me draw it out well, mark out my breaks of structure and the rest. Okay, so this is it. This was my break of structure. I should have just entered the sell from this point instead of buying. So heading into Tuesday, market was making, it was just very bullish, honestly. It was very bullish because there was no sign of selling at this point. And this one, I was actually available. I was online, I was checking it, but it seemed like a gamble at this point because this was when I was supposed to enter, and I didn't, you know, enter it because it felt like it could easily just reverse from there. Especially as after these large candles, followed by a smaller one that was still large before these small candles. So it was showing me that okay, the trend was beginning to stop. So I didn't want to enter and then it to reverse from there. Because as you can see, this way started being choppy a little bit. So it was still bullish, but if I had entered my trade, this was where the entry was. Let me see if I can zoom it in for you guys. So as you can see, let me clear this out. As you can see here, there was a very slight tap, a very, very slight touch at exactly the 9 o'clock. But I still think that spread wouldn't have allowed me to enter this trade because my broker currently has a large spread. So I still would have missed it even if I had entered, honestly. But for documentation's sake, this was always going to be a buy, just with the risk of a reversal, making it not to be an A+ trade, and that's why I didn't want to risk my money. But it still entered the buy, although I missed it. By the books, theoretically, it was still a good trade. So let me mark it out. This was the first break of structure for the day. First break of structure, then followed by another break of structure here. So that's the second break of structure, which should have continued confirming the buy. But due to, if let's say the price had maybe stalled around here for a little bit, maybe after here it had come back, done something before heading into this time, then I would have just placed my entry here, TP, and then I would have been sure that it will just continue going up. But it went too far for me and I wasn't comfortable taking the trade. Okay, so going over to Wednesday, this one was a nice trade because I analyzed the buy and it worked out. So first of all, the market was bearish before a change to the upside, a change of character here. And then it continued with a break of structure, confirming that, okay, it was going to continue buying. So I just entered my buy at the beginning of 9 a.m. and then, as usual, my TP at the next psychological level above it and the SL at the one below it. So it came out well. So let me mark it out for you guys. So this is a break of structure to the downside, a bearish break of structure. And then this one was another break of structure, bearish break of structure. Or then this was where the change of character occurred. And as the change of character occurred there, it's continued with a bullish break of structure. And as you can see, that is it. So this buy played out nicely. Now for Thursday the 26th, market was very, very bearish. It was making series of higher highs and higher lows. At this point, you can see that, okay, nothing serious. It's still very bearish. So that was it. Now, as you can see, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. As you can see, it looks like price had taken liquidity here and was primed to move up. But seeing this trend now, price as it went up, when you would have confirmed a buy is if it had broken above this zone and gone to this psychological level, and then would have just entered the buy. But instead, what it did was it also didn't break above it and then made it look like it was grabbing liquidity. So liquidity was grabbed on both ends. But since this was the second one, this was the second liquidity, this was the first one. Sorry. Since this was the second liquidity that was grabbed after the first one, we just continue with where it's going, and it even helped us because it just kept on going down after that liquidity was taken. So I should have just placed my sell here. My SL would have been at the psychological level above it, and normally then the TP, the one below it, and it's played out nicely. But I wasn't available when this trade happened, so it was just, I just left it and prayed for the final day, because at that point I had only placed 2 trades for the week. The first one was on Monday, which was an SL. The second one was on Wednesday, which was TP. So I was currently break even. But after seeing 2 missed trades that should have hit my TP, I just think that I didn't have any psychological issues. I just waited and had my day. So going into Friday, this is what happened. Okay, this is what happened. Price was just making a series of higher highs and higher lows. It came here. Then it didn't break after coming here. Price didn't come back here to break it. Rather, it's had a slight change of character. Let me see if I can zoom it for you guys to see. So as you can see here, instead of breaking with the body, it broke with the wick, thereby showcasing what liquidity being taken. And what helped us out on this one was that before heading into the opening time, trading hours for myself personally, it had really broken structure. So it had broken everything, signaling that, okay, this is a complete buy. There's nothing that is going to stop it from buying. Or let me not say there's nothing, but there's a higher probability of it continuing the buy. So I entered my buy trade, set my limits, and it came back down. I was thinking it would even go to this one, and I was just planning on buying from there, which to me would have seemed a little bit risky, but I was still going to trust it. But luckily it came back, made it easier for me to enter the buy, and I placed my order, set my TP and my SL, and it went straight to the TP. So that was it for the week. That was how my trading week went, and I posted all the trades on my X page. If you can see it, I've even posted my weekly review. It was just 3 trades I took, 2 wins and 1 loss. So I made a net profit of 1%. Then I posted this was the Friday TP that hits. So right now everything is seeming well. This was the one of Wednesday, and this was the one of the SL that was hit on Monday. So if you guys can actually follow me on X, also subscribe. Before we go further, kindly like this video, subscribe, comment, and if possible share, turn on the notification button. And I would also appreciate you guys to go to my X page and follow me there, and we'll continue to interact. So I post everything I do, whether I take a trade or not. As you can see on Thursday, I said I would not be taking any trade because I had really missed it. So if I take a trade, I'll post the outcome. If I don't, I'll specify that I didn't take any trade. I'm planning on being selective on my trades. I might not be trading every day if it does not suit me. Like this one, this SL I hit on Monday, I was really second guessing that trade because normally it looked very much like, if you look at it in a standard way, it was bearish. But with these internal structures, it seemed like price could just, it was too smooth. It just seemed like price could easily break above it, above this high, and then keep on buying. So on this day, I should have just stayed away from the market or trusted the external trend, which was bearish. But we learn every day, so I'll put that into consideration on my future trades. So that was how my week went. Don't forget to do the assignments I said on liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, turning on the notification button, and also following me on X and engaging. So I will interact with everyone. So that's it. Thank you, and can't wait. I think I might even start doing daily updates on my trade because I make shorts for the daily updates, but I might start making long form videos for them. So I don't know if it's going to be too much on my part to be making long videos every day. I will see how it will go. If it's going to be too much, then I'll just stick to the shorts and post the long form as my weekly reviews. Or if it's okay, then if it's okay for me personally, if it's not tasking, then I'll just start seeing if I can make daily updates videos on my long form for you guys. So thank you very much, and can't wait to see you again next week.